Hi guys. So just released a little video for the younger kids on fingering for scales for major keys. I'm not going to go in that with you guys. If you don't remember it now, you can go watch the little kids video. But more importantly, one thing that I've noticed with all of you guys is you've been struggling a lot with speeding up your scales. So we want to get them faster as possible. I really would like for some of you, once this is all over and done, to do some RCM exams. And I know some of us, we were planning on doing this before. So I think this is a really good time to really focus on getting your skills up to tempo, because a lot of you guys, I've been nice. I've been too nice. I let you guys do them a little bit slow. So I want to talk about working with the metronome. Yes, the one thing that you guys all hate. You know what? You guys may not all know each other, but you all hate your metronome. So this is my metronome. You guys all know it. And I don't know why, but they always seem to be stickers on the back. I don't know who does it. So for a lot of you guys, you have electronic ones. If you don't have a metronome, I know I was asking a lot of some of you haven't gotten your metronomes yet. Very simple. Go on your tablet, download it. If you can't find it, just send me a message. I will send you the one. I have one on even on my cell phone. I have a metronome. Mine actually looks like this, and I actually have to use my finger to speed it up. So what most of you guys are about, it's weird, you guys are all about the same tempo. So you guys are playing your scales about, I want to say 72. Let's 1 and 2 and 3, right? So it's, so you guys are about that tempo. Mind you, some of you guys start off faster, and then, as we all know, you guys ends up slowing down, or it ends up speeding. It starts nice and slow and then speeds up. So what I would guys really advise is to put your metronome, let's put it on at 72. Some of you guys are struggling with moving into 2 octaves. That's what we've been all kind of been working on. So let's take a moment and talk about how to prepare for 2 octaves, because I feel like some of you guys are struggling a lot with this. So you have to go back and you have to think about your fingering, right? Just like when you guys were first starting your scales and you were like suddenly doing weird fingering, what happens is when you move into 2 octaves, you have the same idea. So just to review, right? So I'm just gonna go with the white keys today, just to keep it simple. Next week, I'll move on to black keys and so on. So for white keys, you wanna make sure that your fingering is set up correctly. So just to review, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now normally with 1 octave we land on our 5th finger. So what you're gonna do is when you get to 4, you've got to remember to cross, and that's where I think a lot of you are struggling. You get to here, and then your 5th finger wants to, because we've been doing 1 octave scales, wants to play there, but you gotta keep going. So you gotta think cross under, right? So what you want to do is actually practice just that part. So if you're here, I would start on F if you were doing C major, for example, and this might be actually a good way to practice. Just work with C major because it's easy. There's no black keys to get in the way, right? So I would start on F and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? So practice that and see how fast you can build this tempo, right? Because remember, just like in your pieces, a lot of you guys, we've been talking, right? This is from grade 2 to grade 5, you guys, right? You're not beginners anymore, but you're not advanced students. You're almost intermediates, right? Well, maybe grade 5, you guys are intermediates. Grade 4, you're in this weird in between stage, right? So you kind of yeah, so you get kind of stuck. So what you want to do is, just like in your pieces where I tell you just work on this part and do impulse practice, right? Which is starting, for those who don't study with me, impulse practice is when you go from slow to fast. So you start out really, really slow and then you go up really, really fast. So what you want to do is do the same thing. You want to start out really, really slow. So on F. And I might even say the finger numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Moms, dads, if you're bored and you want to help your kids practice, this would maybe be really fun is say the numbers with them. And then just speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See how fast you can make it. Maybe you can record yourself and post yourself on Instagram. Make sure you tag the studio so I can reshare. But yeah, do things like that. So then once you have that and you can move smoothly between the 2 octaves, then go back to C major, put your metronome on. As much as you hate it, you gotta do it. Trust me, I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. Trust me. I don't really like it either, but it makes me a better musician, so I gotta use it, just like you gotta. You know what? I've seen famous pianists like Lang Lang. You all love him. I've seen videos of him, and on the side, or pictures, and there's on the side of the piano, there's his metronome, so we're no different. If he's got to do it, we got to do it. You know what? Bach used it, and Mozart, and all those guys, they used it, trust me. So get that metronome going, and we're going to do every other note is a tick. So we're doing them at 8th note. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I wouldn't even do the 2nd octave. I would just put my thumb on that C so I can get used to it, right? And then once I get comfortable, then add the 2nd octave. My piano needs tuning. Right? Now that might take you a good week. That's why I'm only giving you this, right? So the thing is, though, what you'll notice is if you practice it with one scale, it maybe on the black keys is going to be a little bit harder, but it's one of those weird things. One does all, right? You might have to do a little bit of work on the other ones, but not as much. So that's why I'm saying start with C major, get it good, and then once you do, you're on 72, try 80, right? You don't have to do every single number. You don't have to do 72, 76. Unless you're feeling like, especially when you get too fast, you'll start feeling like if you skip too many numbers on the metronome speed, you're going to get you'll start messing up. So do like every other one, or maybe every one when you get faster, but then try it, right? And I'm not saying to do it hands together, right? Because some of you especially if you're for RCM, it says hands together. For this week, I want you to break it up. So I'm just going to demonstrate. I messed up. See, we're not where everybody messes up, right? It's okay. Good. And then, of course, you're going to do all the same things in reverse, obviously. I'm not going to go through it, not like the little kids. You guys, you don't need that. But do everything in reverse. And then, once you get comfortable with doing 2 octaves in both hands, then, first, actually, do it without your metronome. Do it as slow as possible. So, slower the better. Remember, the tortoise did not win the race for a particular reason. Can't talk today. So then, once you get comfortable, then put on your metronome. Right? And you want to speed up, right? And for now, only do I did that way faster than I was supposed to because that's my tempo. But do it nice and slow. Don't feel, and if you feel like you can't go any faster, that's okay too. You're allowed to do it slowly, right? You know, sometimes we feel like progress is like this unreachable thing, but less is more. And what you'll find is if you're consistent and you practice it every day, in a week or 2, you'll be able to do it. So again, if you have any questions, text me, call me. I'm here. And looking forward to our online lessons. And yeah, I'll be making more of these.